Handoff from the gun. Shoots his way for more. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Swings it out to the flat. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. The Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. You start the season, top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously, some talented pieces. Well,
he's got it at the 15. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Penn State. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get...
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. The Nittany Lions come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Changing on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Going to try to get it himself. At midfield, he's got room. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. You force them into 3rd and medium. Now you get a situation where you're playing pass, but man, got to do a better job of keeping that rabbit in the cage. Don't let him outside the pocket, because when he does, you see right there, he chews up 10 quick and gets that 3rd down conversion.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. After the run, now to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Got out of trouble and throws. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
How do you not love to see that when your quarterback gets in the run fit, when he's not scared to come up and tackle? A lot of those guys, they can be prima donnas. They don't want to tackle. Nice job seeing it. And as soon as that thing's pitched, you can tell, man.
Got it in stride at the 15. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end of this defense moving forward.
Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Great job by the back on the option.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Going right to work up top. Quarterback now breaking the field. Working on the right. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. 1st and 10 for the offense. The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Got it in the middle, it's Lester. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. And the Nittany Lions are marching down the field. Sends it back in motion. He wants to change this route. To the air on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Rides the back on the option to give. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The Nittany Lions will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Pressure coming. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on...
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to run it. At the 35, he's loose. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. They'll immediately call timeout. One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. He'll throw it. Puts it out of the air. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Looking to throw on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. QB got it himself. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how...
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They go to the ground. Still on his feet at the 40. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now, here's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Quarterback gets enough. On the move at the 30. They run him out of bounds after a gargantuan gain on the play.
A big key for this offense coming into this game was getting this quarterback going, running the football. And with that last scramble, he's now over 100 yards rushing in this game, and he is not done yet.
The Nittany Lions trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the route is on.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point. Game one going exactly how they scripted it.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Lester. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Looking to throw on third. Grab near the marker. It's Robinson. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Making side adjustments here. Softened him up with a run, and now their throw. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And finally,
from the gun, the running back has it. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
it's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The Nittany Lions are flying down the field. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best?
And it's caught inside the 25. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. He will not get there. A stop on 3rd down leaves him with a 4th down from the 18-yard line. Got Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
That's going to do it.